Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to see Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So in this topic in motivation we have learnt about the concept, definition and its characteristics. Now one by one we are going to see which are the theories of motivation. So we'll begin with Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Now Abraham Maslow was a management thinker who developed this theory of human motivation, which is based on his own study and experience. He thinks that people work to satisfy five needs. So you can see there are five types of needs in the diagram. Okay, and he developed this theory by asking some question to many of the employees. Now what question was asked by Maslow? The question was, what do people want from their job? That means, why do you do the job? What are your requirements and which needs you want to satisfy whenever you are doing your job? On basis of the answers received from the employees, Abraham Maslow has propounded or developed this theory. Also, this theory is having certain assumptions. And what are those assumptions? The assumptions are that human wants are unlimited and means to satisfy them are limited. Okay. Second is the needs are of different nature. As you can see in the diagram, there are five types of needs. So Maslow has identified five types of needs on basis of the question which is asked to the employees, those who are doing job, that what are your expectation. Another assumption is that need occur in order of hierarchy. That means, as you can see in the diagram, first is physiological need, or it is also called as basic need. Okay, after satisfaction of first need, then only the person or an individual or a human being think about another need, that is safety need or security need. Then only he'll climb the third one, social need, then self-esteem need, self-actualization. So accordingly, he has identified five needs which will occur one after the other in order of hierarchy. And last assumption is that a satisfied need can never be motivator. That means once your one need is satisfied, it will not work as motivator for you when it is once it is satisfied. Unless and until it is unsatisfied, then only it will act as motivator. Okay, so satisfied need can never act as motivator. Okay, now one by one, let us see what do you mean by these five types of needs, which are those, and what are the examples of those needs. The first one is physiological need. As I said, these are also called as basic needs because these needs are required for human being to survive on this earth. These are primary needs. Okay, and they are called as physiological because they are related to your physical body. Okay, now which are those needs? Food, clothing, shelter, water, air, sleep, etc. Okay, so which are basic requirements for any human being to survive on this earth. When these needs are fulfilled, people start thinking about other needs. Now, which are those other needs? The second one is safety needs or security needs. These are the needs for self protection and provision for future. It includes, that means a human being tries to make his future very secured and safe. Okay, then this includes your insurance, your job security. Okay, you always search for a permanent job because you want to make your future secured, right? Then old age pension, old age provision for old age. You invest some amount of money out of your monthly income for your old age purpose, right? Then insurance against risk, your pension. These are the safety needs, okay, because you want to make your future safe. That's why you do this. Next is your social need. Now what is social need here? The name itself signifies that a man is a social animal, we say, isn't it? So a human being can't stay all alone for some period of time. We say, let leave me alone, isn't it? But after few minutes we need someone with whom we can share our feelings. We want some kind of belonging to group, friend, a company. We need someone with whom we can share our feelings, right? So after satisfaction of first two types of needs, this need is arised when an individual wants to be accepted by another people in a group, right? So as man is a social animal, he is always in search of a company or a friend or a group of people with whom or with a person you can share your feelings, right? That is called a social need. And therefore we have friends, isn't it? And even if we visit a new place, we try to find out people, those who with whom our wavelength matches, right, with whom we can openly share our feelings. So that is your social need, because man is a social animal. Next are esteem needs. These are the needs related with self respect, self confidence, and it is a need to have some power, achievement. You want some people to appreciate you, you want to have some status in the society, you want some prestige, isn't it? So these are some intrinsic need where your mind wants all those things. You want self respect, you want people to be, you want you to be known by people, a group of people identify you, recognize you in the society. You want to gain that status in the society, you want some power. When you are given some power, you will definitely make use of that power, and that will be useful to satisfy your self respect. You will feel self respect, your confidence level will increase. Okay, so these needs includes appreciation by people, when people praise you for your achievement, for your good work, for your intelligence. Okay, then these are the esteem needs, self esteem needs we can call them. And last type needs are self actualization needs. It means to become what one is capable of becoming. That means that is this is the last need in the theory, where Maslow thinks that this is the after this need is satisfied, nothing remains in life for human being to achieve in his life. Okay, so to achieve whatever one desires to throughout the life, one wants to become something, to acquire something in life. This desire is fulfilled when you at this last stage. This is the stage of self fulfillment, and also the last need in the hierarchy of need, where human being says that I don't want anything more than this. I have lived my life enough, full of, and I have got whatever I have desired from my life. Okay, I have achieved everything. So this is the last type of need. So with this, all these five needs are over. Now Maslow consider first three types of needs, that is your basic need, your safety need, and social need, as lower order needs, and esteem needs and self actualization needs are considered as higher order uh, needs. Okay, so lower order needs can be satisfied by extrinsic factors like monetary and non monetary compensation, because they are dependent upon external factors. While as self esteem needs and self actualization needs are higher order needs, and they can be satisfied only by intrinsic factors, which has such as opportunity for participation in decision making, freedom, responsibility, greater freedom. Okay, so this way Maslow has considered last three needs as lower level and upper two needs as higher level needs. Okay, so with this I conclude. This is the theory of Abraham Maslow, where he has given that human being throughout his life work because he wants to satisfy these five needs in his life. Okay, with this I conclude. Thank you.